South Africa's political landscape has witnessed a seismic shift, and the leader who influenced this change is none other than former President Jacob Zuma. He has survived multiple political and legal challenges to return to the limelight, and this time he has done it again. Despite a court setback that blocked him from contesting this election, the 82-year-old campaigned hard against the African National Congress, a party that he had been associated with for over 6 decades. And his MK party has definitely eaten into the ANC's vote share and has managed to gain 15% of the total votes cast. Will Jacob Zuma be the wild card that pulls the ANC out of trouble, or will he continue his fight against his former party? Either way, Jacob Zuma is likely to be a kingmaker. Our next story explains.
He's a former anti-apartheid activist. He was jailed for a decade with Nelson Mandela for attempting to overthrow the apartheid government. And for years, he had been a pillar of strength for the African National Congress, the party that has governed South Africa since 1994. But come 2024, Jacob Zuma campaigned against the African National Congress, a party that he headed for a decade from 2007 to 2017, and a party that made him a two-time president.
I, Jacob Zuma, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, observe, uphold, and maintain the Constitution and all other law.
Amid multiple charges of corruption and state capture, Zuma had an ugly political fallout with the ANC. In December 2023, he threw his weight behind the newly formed MK party, accusing his former party, the ANC, and President Cyril Ramaphosa of betrayal. For the first time since the fall of apartheid in 1994, the ANC has lost parliamentary majority. The party is down to 40% of the vote. This has forced the ANC to look for partners to form a coalition. Jacob Zuma's MK party has made a huge impact. It has gained around 15% of the national vote and a staggering 45% in Zuma's political heartland, making the 82-year-old a political wildcard. The former president is poised to be kingmaker. Now that the ANC has lost its majority, it is facing a dilemma. It may have to turn to Jacob Zuma for support, something that his MK party ruled out during the campaign, and could also look at joining hands with Radical Economic Freedom Fighters, or the EFF. But if it does turn to the MK party, it could lead Zuma to once again take on an influential role in the government. Earlier this month, South Africa's highest court barred Zuma from becoming a member of parliament. His 15-month jail sentence for contempt of court in 2021 became a political roadblock for him. But he still used his mass popularity to win more voters for the MK party and dent the support for the African National Congress. MK's growth has also eaten into support for other opposition parties, like the Democratic Alliance and the Economic Freedom Fighters. If Zuma cannot contest to be a member of the parliament, he cannot be president. So what is Jacob Zuma seeking, if not another term as head of state? Several analysts say with the leverage in the coalition, Zuma wants to dethrone Ramaphosa for a more pliable leader. He may also be seeking to protect his legacy and ensure his continued political influence. But Jacob Zuma has been a divisive figure. For some, he's a liberator and savior of the poor. For others, he's a corrupt leader who has been at the forefront of some of the worst scandals. Despite this, Zuma has returned to political spotlight time and again. And as the political landscape in South Africa undergoes significant shifts, that's all what Zuma is aiming for: a fierce comeback.